I said the rack was complete, but I had one empty tank, and I got someone special for it. And I know some of you are going to be really excited about him because I said that I was not into crown tails, but then when I saw him in all black, I thought he looked pretty cool. So here he is. Hey guys, I have a lot that I would like to get done today. I'm going to start off by doing a water change on the entire bed rack as it's still out here. It does need to get moved shortly. I don't think that's going to happen today, so I'm just going to do the regular water change as I usually would. I do 50%. I do it about every 3 to 4 days. That seems to work really well for them all. Drained everyone's tanks. It takes about 30 minutes or so to do that, and then I just fill them up, which is quite a bit quicker. I also want to add these things, the presents. I hauled them in one of my videos. I want to add those things, but I'm waiting until the bed rack gets moved downstairs. So I'm excited to add those things, and I will be. It'll just be once this rack is moved down to the utility room. Water change complete. Took about 40-45 minutes to drain them all and fill them all. Also really like these floating plants, and they're growing a lot, like they're all over the place in these. The only thing I don't like about them is feeding the bettas when the plants are like so thick on top. I find it a little bit challenging sometimes for them to find the food, like if it's like this. So I'll try to like push it away, but then sometimes it gets underneath each other and then it's not like getting the light how it should. So I'm thinking I might need to get one of those things that kind of holds it apart as a feeding hole, like a floating cookie cutter type thing. Sauce is the most important pizza ingredient. Let me know in the comments below if you agree. Or tell me what your favorite pizza topping is. I like a heavily sauced pizza. Cheese tacks. Perfect little pizza. Do you believe in the time change, Roni? Or are you hungry for your dinner now? Yeah, Roni's hungry now. This is for Luke. Luke's dinner. Luke doesn't like to eat his dinner here in the kitchen. He likes to eat it over here with his dad. He likes to eat his dinner here. He doesn't like to eat it in there.
Of course he wants to eat with me. Feel safe. I got his back.
Baby rays are doing really well. Starting to explore the tank a bit more. Background got removed from the tank. But there's the 2 pearls and the black diamond up on the wall. And they're definitely growing and their appetites are increasing. So crazy that the size that these guys are now is the size that these guys were when Joey got them. That's what he told me. Pretty cool. Finally decided to fill up the tanks down here.
A little bit at a time.
They're not mine anymore.
I want them back because if you're getting a fish room, then I want something, and what I want is much larger. I want a 21-foot long fish tank. I don't have anywhere to put my 21-foot long fish tank, so I have to move all my little fish tanks around and bring some fish in here. I'm going to put the eel over there, my Fontosa here, I think. Well, all the rocks are floating, except for, and that one's cloudy. I fill them up slowly, let them settle a little bit more, let them settle, especially with gigantic tanks. First time being filled on a stand. You never know.
Yeah, these are kind of cool.
So, when it comes to your filters, obviously because your tanks are flat up against the back of the wall, you have two options. You could do sponge filters. We could have ran a couple sponge filters at each one, but you're doing that in your beta tanks. I think what you should do is like internal. Obviously you can't have hang on the back. There's not enough room for canister because we're trying to save space, and when you have multiple large aquariums, a lot of the times you'll do internal filtration of some sort. So I messaged Jay at Siche, and I was like, hey, can you send Tamara 12 filters? And he's like, yeah, what size? I was like, they're all 15 gallons, but I heard about your Shark Pro, because I don't know the people that saw or follow KG Tropicals, but he's always talking about these. I was like, I'll give him a shot. And I'm so far behind in the game in terms of like what's new for filtration and stuff, because I typically build all my own filters or whatever. But so I had no idea what these were, but they are exactly what I had hoped. Check this out. So you have an output, right? You can twist it around so it can come out wherever you want. I suspect this is to put an air hose in so you can have bubbles come out as well. I wouldn't do that. It would look ugly. Or this is cool. I thought I broke it, but if you lift this up, let me see if I can how to do it. Oh yeah, if you lift the sides up, see the lines here? Mm-hmm. That's a spray bar. Oh. Yeah. So you can put this near the top of the tank and have the spray bar, or lower it down and just use this. Or I suspect it'll even be a combination. But they magnetize to the backs of the tanks wherever you want them, or you can just kind of put them in the tank wherever you want, kind of put things around it and like rocks or something, hide it with some plants and whatnot. But what I thought would be great for you is that it's all magnetized. So this is the pump. I'm not a huge fan of how big this section is, but internal filters are really technically big. But that's magnetic. I was like, damn, people are finally starting to do these magnetic filters. And then, so like just for maintenance, you pop that off, and there's your biological and mechanical. Well, there's the slots. Water will come in through here. And sponge. It's basically a sponge filter, but we can replace the centerpiece with like different types of biological filtration. But yeah, so it's drawn in and then it sucks out through the side, goes back out through the pump. But the cool thing is once these are done, like let's say you find like this isn't big enough for your tank. You can get these, you get multiple of these. You just buy another thing and you put it under, well, you put it on here and then it goes under here. So you can have multiple stages. Oh. Yeah.
It's expandable like my stands.
Yeah. So that was super cool. I like that about it. Boxes say they do, well, you'll have to film it, but. So you got the 500 and that'll do up to 370, or I'm sorry, up to 37 gallons. And it does 140 gallons an hour. So you're getting 10 times turnover on this. But that is super cool. But we could put the magnet system on this one, because you see I was already playing around with it on this one. So the magnets can go on this one. I didn't have the output put on this yet, I was just testing it. But the magnets can go on these, or you can put it on the sides or wherever you want to do it. But the ones in the back, we can't really pull these. I built everything specifically to be the exact right size. and they kind of have to go against the wall there. Because even if I pull them out, the magnet's kind of too thick. This is the magnet goes on the outside of your tank. And if I pull it out, I just don't like it. It's just not safe. I'll try it though. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Let's see.
I feel like there's pretty bad things that can happen.
Yeah, I guess you're right, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh no, it will work. Oh, and it's flush.
Oh.
Oh, even better. And I don't know if I'd use the spray bar for sure. You'll have to test it out however you want to do it, but I would do it like, I'd put this over in the corner.
Right.
And have the water spray this way and up. So we get surface agitation plus complete circulation of the tank. Shout out to CJ for sending this. I've never had any of the CJ products, but I know they're Italian made, so they must be pretty good. It's nice to see. Oh, and CJ's not paying you anything. They just sent these, so it's nice that they did it. But
thank you, CJ.
Yeah. Well, what I was gonna say, it's nice to see a company actually kind of like innovating and making something new. But because KG Tropicals did mention these and get me inspired to use them, or at least give them a try, and because I don't have little tiny tanks to try with these little filters, and I think it's important as a hobbyist, especially in my situation and well in my position, that I should be trying out products all the time and knowing what's working and what's new and what's not, and you know what I mean, like that sort of thing. And just trying everything out, see how it all works. Because how can I teach people about the aquarium hobby when I don't know anything that's going on in it? There. Yeah, these can go right in the back. This will be cool. So the only thing is the electrical systems. Where am I going to put them? And I'm thinking, even with your lights, I think the bulbs, no, they're going to hang from the ceiling. But all of this electrical stuff,
yeah,
I think I'll just run them. Shoot, how long is this? I wonder how long the cords are, because if the cord can go all the way to the end, I'd love to have them just all come this way and plug down there or something.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Instead of them all over the place. We might have to do 2 on one, like half on that side, half on this side. But, damn, that's a long cord.
Oh, it looks like it's long.
No, that's a really long cord. Never mind, it'll go. Look at that, because this is a 6 foot long. Yeah, once it stretches out, oh shoot, it goes all the way down. No,
Sweet.
that's perfect. And then I'll clamp the cords here or something like that, just to clean them up a bit. Or your lids will they'll sit on top of your lids, but yeah, that's perfect. And these ones, it won't work that way, so I'll have to put half of them that way and half this way. But that'll be your filtration. And for your beta tanks, you're going to upgrade their sponges to be a little bit bigger. I'm working on a do-it-yourself heater for those beta tanks to heat them all up, but all of that stuff's not here yet. If you're going to check out these CJ filters, get them from KG Tropicals, support a fellow hobbyist, a fellow creator, a person that's been doing this for a long time, and technically told me about these. He's like, have you ever heard about the Shark Pros? Because he was talking about how they were, these filters weren't doing really well because nobody knew about them all that well, and then he started talking about it in a video, and now they're doing really well. I was like, man, awareness is everything. For me, I never heard of them, but he swears by them. I was like, oh, I'll give them a shot, and if they suck, you guys know me. I'll say it. I can't wait to hear how whether they're loud or not. But I'd also like to know how powerful they are. I do like the ease of maintenance. Like, put your hand in, pop this out. I mean, for me, I don't even know if you'd ever need to do that just because it's sponge. But you know, pop this off, pull this out, rinse it in some tank water, put it back in. I got to get better at putting these. No, I don't have to. You do. Putting these back on. It's not like flimsy plastic, and then I think it just magnetized. Yeah, that's it. Just pop it right back on. That's cool. But eventually, oh, I wonder if these tanks are big enough. Oh, so if you do want to go get bigger, you can.
Okay.
But that's really big for a 15-gallon tank. I don't think you'd need it. Do you like them up like that, or do you think you'll like them on the ground?
I feel like either way I can make it work.
But another thing is, like, when you don't have all of your tanks stocked, you take the sponges out and you hide them in a fish tank and have them always cycled. And then when the tank's ready to be set up and going, you just take the sponges and pop them in. Yeah, you'll have to play around with these to learn how to open them and stuff. But yeah, you just take this tiny. Well, they sent other stuff too. Let me just. Sorry for hijacking, but they sent other things. Oh, so you have activated carbon in that one. More activated carbon. I think these are just samples. like hay. You can put all kinds of stuff in it. And this one is just replacement biological sponge. Yeah. Oh shoot. For 2 of them. Yeah. You'll never need to use this, but if we ever get the attachments, well, maybe we should, but to expand them. I kind of want to know how big these will go. Oh, they sent some shirts and these. This is cool. I wanted to see these. I need my own like type of merch like this. This is so you can have your own wipe your hands, dry your hands off.
Oh.
And then you got it on a clip. Obviously take that off before you toss it in the dryer. I don't know where you clip these, but I'll put nails in the wall somewhere for you. You can just hang them with your nets and stuff. You'll always have them. But this is like a highly absorbent type. Not like I use bath towels. And they do have this air line attachment, so you would keep this above the water surface, and then you can control with this valve. And what this does is, as water's pumping out, it's creating suction behind it, so it's sucking air in, so you can create even more agitation with air bubbles. Do you need them? Probably not, but it is a nice option to have. You can test them and see how it works. It'll be interesting to have everything up and running. The audio levels in here, because this is like a very quiet room anyway. But obviously I got to get all this out of here for you. I have 3 of the 4 tanks that are going there ready to go. The beta tanks can go in here at any time. Right now we're just heating the room to see what temperature we can get it to. Well, it's still relatively comfortable because you only have about 100 square feet in here. Oh yeah, you'll have to deal with that every once in a while. I remember filming down here, and every once in a while the pumps go. So annoying. Anyways, there you have it. Super easy. You don't have to get your hands wet, but you can dry it off with this. I wonder if that's why they sent it, because they know you're going to have to get your hands wet, so they gave you this. That was cool. Thanks. Thank you, CJ.
Thank you, CJ.
Always, really supportive of hobbies and stuff. But anybody that has these filters, let me know your honest opinion. Oh, that's actually cool. Man, I gotta step my merch game up. I deleted all my merch. Nobody can buy it anymore. Oh, it's a whale.
Oh, that's cool.
Anyways, I guess you're part of Team CJ. This is your gallery. This ain't got nothing to do with me, so you're Team CJ, and I'm Team... Nobody sends me anything.
DIY.
Team DIY Joey. Okay, so tonight I think what we'll do is we'll hook up all the filters and we'll start filling the tanks, but we didn't have a hose long enough to come in here, just a regular 50-foot hose, so we had to go get another hose, and then we're going to rig up 2 50-foot hoses to go from the bathroom to here, so you can start filling up, doing your water changes and stuff. That wall needs to be painted white. I seen some comments like, oh, I can't believe they didn't paint that wall a new fresh paint of white. This is relatively fresh white. I painted that. I painted all this years ago, but just that wall can be repainted, and then that wall's going to be painted white, and then it'll look nice. As for the ceiling, I mean, we could spray paint it black if you wanted to, but I gotta rip all this out of the house eventually.
Yeah.
We don't use that method.
I want to add a curtain here.
Well, if I rip this out eventually, then that entire heating system's got to come out, because we got to go to a water heater, electric water heater, and this oil tank has to come out. That's why I didn't want to like block too much off, because I eventually have to rip this out of here.
Yeah.
And drag it right out. Yeah, link in bio to... Oh, that's... KG Tropicals is going to do an affiliate link for you. So if you buy one of these from KG Tropicals with Tamara's link, Tamara will get like a little kickback, and I don't know what it will be. Like, I think these filters are like $50, $60. I'm not sure how much they actually are. Maybe more. But then you'll get like 5% back or 10%. I don't know what he'll give you, but KG Tropicals is your new sponsor. Well, affiliate. So just, it's important to tell people that, like, if you are going to get any money, always. There's too many creators out there getting paid to say things. Am I getting paid to say this? No, I'm not getting.
Thank you, KG Tropicals.
Yeah, CJ, give me some money.
Thank you, CJ. Thank you, KG.
Yeah. Man, your channel's going well. All right, I gotta get some stuff done. Unboxing fish tank stuff for me is like when you get Amazon packages. I love it. I'm putting 3 that way, 3 on this side, and 3 on that side. Like, that's something you also have to worry about, or not worry about, but think about when you're setting any fish room up, is like cable management, access to power, water source. You can't just toss things on and then fill the tank up, get too excited, because then you're like, oh shoot, this looks horrible, I can't access water. Must be nice to just have somebody that's done everything before.
It is.
Chat, what would you guys, not that we would ever date, but like say you were in Tamara's situation, what would you maybe do or build, or knowing damn well you'll get it for free?
Yeah, what else should I ask for?
You already got everything. It'll be interesting to see the spray bar work alongside the spout. The water, any restriction will slow the power down, so I wonder if you even get a little bit more power by opening up. It's almost like the spray bar could be like your cold air intake or something. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You like it?
Mm-hmm. Like it. There's just one more tank that has to come here that's outside with shrimp in it right now. Filling up the tanks.
Yeah, I gotta organize the cables and stuff for you, but what you'll notice is even when you look in the tanks, and obviously you're not gonna be able to see it because we don't have any lights, but you just see the filter. You don't see any of the cords because the tanks are about 1/4 inch away, so all of the cords can run right behind the trim. So hide them. Now, that doesn't look all that great, and it won't become as apparent as how cool that'll look until we get to this one. I'm missing a tank, I still gotta get you one more, but like as you can see, you're going to have every cord, every power cord will be hidden behind the trims and whatnot. But obviously I still have to fine tune them all and make sure they all look good and whatnot, but so far so good. It's coming along. I'm gonna do those lights that I use. They just work so darn good. And every 2 tanks will get one. So I'm thinking I'll hang one here to light these 2, one here to light these 2, one to light these 2. But these tanks will have one like every 2, like going down the middle. But with the lights here, it's going to light up like 80% of each tank, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll be able to have floating plants or whatever you want to do with every single tank.
Woo! Luke, Luke, Book, Fee, 5, Book.